So I don't know. Can you see that mess? Wow, we had quite a storm last night, and I have quite a mess to clean up when I get back from my run. I don't start from the house today. Moment. I have my bag with my swim stuff in it, and so I go for I go for a run. I thought about it this morning. It's like taking a nasty medicine or going for a very uncomfortable physiotherapy, or let's go for a major surgery. My relationship to running is very strange. So anyway, I'm going to walk on down to the pool. It's about 125 meters down the street, and then I'll start from there, and I'll make another video. Pow. Well, here's my starting point and my ending point. And what happens between here and here will just be, a fucking adventure. I guess I'm going to go do 10 again. It's amazing what I choose to do. And it's going to be hot. It's going to get really hot before I get back here. And I'm going to keep doing my slow trudge. Grateful I make choices to do what's difficult. Have a great Wednesday. Pow. So there we go. That's the consequence of last night's wind and rain and hail, and she's down and directly across the path. And that's sometimes there's getting up and sometimes there's falling down. Anyway, on my way. So sometimes there are choices where choices. I'm arriving here at almost 4 kilometer stop, and it was my plan. And it was interesting because the bench, as a consequence of last night's intense storm, bench is wet, bench is dirty. Perceived 3 choices: keep running, stop but stand up, stop and sit down on a wet bench. So as you can see, or maybe not, it's sit down on a wet bench. And story, another story. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and I think some of you know that one of the ways that I share, I give back whatever. Alcoholics Anonymous has this great phrase: you have to give it away to keep it, and give it away to keep it. Give it away. Don't sell it. Don't give with an expectation. Don't give because it's good that I give, but in a very selfish way. If I'm going to keep my peace, then I have to share that with others. Anyway, that was not the story. The story was, I was talking with someone yesterday, and I was telling them a story about my surgery back in October. And up until that point, I perceived myself to be relatively fit. Pretty fit. Very fit, anyway, based on my judgmental mind. And that surgery knocked me down really hard. And it was explained to me, Mr. Taylor, you basically, you didn't die, and this procedure saved your life. And we don't know, I have the mosquitoes here. I'm not sure how long I can last in sitting here. Oh, moment. I touched my earbud and started having some music in the background. Anyway, So after that procedure, which was opened me up, spread my ribs so wide they almost okay, ended it anyway. So and of course, yeah, I was in really a very different physical condition after that surgery than I was before, and I was in a lot of pain, and yeah, I was in bed for almost a week with all the tubes and and the oxygen and everything else. And then after a week, it was okay. Let's begin to move toward getting out of bed and move toward using the bathroom on your own, and get up on the rollator, these little things with wheels, and me and my bottles and my oxygen and pushing myself around the 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 area where my room was in the hospital. And the reason why I tell this story is because, for me, there's fundamentally no difference between that guy doing that work and this guy doing this work. I knew that was a challenge. I knew on the way to the hospital that I was going to a new challenge. And I knew throughout the process that this challenge was for me, and I'd have no idea exactly where it takes me, which is also true for my runs. I never know. My plan was to come directly here, but I needed to pee, so I stopped at the 2K rest place, but it's like, no, this is not a rest. And then I got a message, and I chose to read the message and answer the message. And so anyway, I did have a rest at the 2K spot, which I didn't plan for. And so anyway, life is, I can have my agenda. I can have a plan. I can have an intention. And I need to be free to accept that things change. And that what happens is I really like that the same guy that was in that pain, in that bed, in that situation, is the same guy that's sitting here today. And that what I see is consistent is that my acceptance and my willingness to see the purpose, even though I may not see the purpose in the moment, but I have a willingness to see the purposefulness in all things. And so, to watch the process, because each place I found myself in was equal to the place I was in before. And the place that I'm in today is equal to all these. So I'm not in a better place. I'm in a different place. My mind is where I need my consistency, and that the place is perfect where I am. And I don't have to get out of this so I can have that. It's that I need to put one foot in front of the other. I need to live in the moment with acceptance and gratitude and willingness. And anyway, which is probably one of the reasons why sharing my experience, strength, and hope with others reminds me of who and where I am. So now I've been here quite a while, and I need to get off my ass. The intention is to not stop at 6 and to go right on to my 8-kilometer stop at the fountain, and we'll see what happens. I'm going very slow, but I'm also observing that I'm really much more patient now with myself, and whatever speed I go is the speed I go, and it's okay how long it takes and blah blah blah, because my mind will give me some options about how to see it differently than that, and I just, no thanks. I'm here and I'm doing what I believe I need to do. So again, happy Wednesday. Check in, I guess, from Glassbrunnen, huh? Pow. So there's number 2 from the storm last night, and they just pull up right from the roots. A lot of these trees don't have a very deep root structure. So anyway, moving on. So there's my friend. And the sign is off, and I do not drink. No, 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 no. I rinse and cool, but I do not drink. Hey, so having a little sit and a break. I just had a great talk with a man. It's, yeah, when I live in openness, I never know exactly what may happen for me when I step out the door or get up in the morning or whatever. And living in this openness, and I'm always grateful for the openness, because then, yeah, there's an opportunity for the unexpected, the unplanned, and it was a wonderful talk. Just a great talk with somebody I've never seen before. And so I rinsed off at the fountain, and now I sit and rest for a moment. The next bite takes me back to the pool, and I have my swimming things waiting for me, and not sure what I do there. I don't overdo, but I do. And yeah, I'm sure I always have lots of interesting thoughts between here and there, but right now nothing's at the surface. But I think always at the surface is gratitude. Gratitude and yeah, and more gratitude. So check in with you once I get to the pool, huh? Pow. Hey. So I forgot to do a video when I arrived here at the pool. Yeah, that was a run, eh? And got in the water. Not many people here at all. It was a great day for a swim. Did 3 laps around, about 1,300 meters, and now I'm doing a walk around on my way home. Feeling tired. I think that was the first run I've done since my crazy dancing last Thursday and last Saturday. I think because my legs are feeling, yeah, quite sore. But anyway, my honey comes back from visiting her uncle. I meet her at the train station, I think, in a few minutes, and then go home for a big breakfast too. And I think it's going to be nap day. I think it's a good day for nap day. So talk with you later, huh? Have a great Wednesday.